welcome to this video where we are gonna be looking at how to create sales orders within ALX. This is very important if you're running an inventory-based business where you need to keep track of product that you're selling that comes out of your inventory supply. And in our next video, we're actually going to be looking at the purchase order capability within ALX. So this video particularly is focused on how to track the sale of goods using sales orders within the ALX software. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Awesome. So as you can see here, we are in the ABC demo company. This is just our demo environment. What we're going to be looking at today is the sales order capability. So to access the sales order capability, you're going to need to have access to the inventory manager module. If you're on light, you will not have access to this module. Anything essentials and above will have access to this module. But as you'll see in this dropdown, we have item maintenance, we have sales order, locations, and purchase orders. So we're going to go through these one by one very quickly because there's a bit of a sequential order that needs to be abided by when we issue a sales order. So the first thing you're going to need to have is items. And more specifically, you're going to need items that have options. And what that means is that, okay, if we look at our example product, we can see we have all of the default details right here. We're going to click on this tab called options. What that's going to do is it's going to allow us to create variations of our product. So imagine if you sold t-shirts. This is your small, your medium, your large, your extra large. And the application actually needs this in order to be able to route the application to the correct option. And so even if you don't sell t-shirts and you don't have small, medium, large, extra large, go in there, create a default option. That's just going to tell the application, hey, there's only one type, just use that type. But that's going to be very important as we get to the sales order because there's a lot of specificity that goes into the type of products that get sold, and we need to track a lot of details regarding the services that we're selling. So if we go back over here, inventory manager, there's another video on how to add inventory, so I won't go into that too much right now. But let's go ahead and look at our sales order tab. You can see we have some demos in there already. I'm just going to add a new sales order. We're going to pick what customer did we sell something to. This is going to be our most awesome customer ever. What date did the transaction occur? Well, let's just say it happened today, January 29th. Let's just give it a code 2. You can either have this be an estimate of how much a sale is going to be, a quote for services to be performed, or it could be a standard sales order. For this purpose, we're just going to do standard sales order. We're going to set it to active and great. Sales order added successfully. Perfect. So we get some basic details here. There's our sales order number. There's our customer. There's the code we entered. Here's the date. When is it supposed to arrive? If you have an integration with an e-commerce provider, a lot of these fields will get updated from those. But for the time being, we're just going to enter these manually and say, let's say it's supposed to get there February 9th, and it's supposed to ship via FedEx. Save. And so when we click on address, we can see, okay, this is the shipping information for the sales order. Where is the product actually headed to? Just to make sure that it ends up in the right place. Details of the sales order. Now, this is where it gets interesting because this is where you're actually going to add what was sold on this particular sales order. So we're going to add our example product. Example, option default. How many did you sell? Say we sold 10. That's going to automatically calculate or the unit price per unit sold. This is how much the actual sales order total is. And then if we just enter a comment, smiley face. Great. So as you can see, we're building our sales order piece by piece. And when we get to here, oh, I'm not sure I touched on this. It's important that we have that option set to default because if we didn't, it wouldn't let us actually add the product. So even if you don't have options for your product, you need to have some kind of option to give the software in order for it to push through. Then we click save. Great. Our sales order is saved successfully. If we hit print, just the default template, this is going to spit out a PDF for us to save that we can view. And this is our default sales order. And we have all of our payment information down here, the totals, the discount, the freight, the tax. What did we sell them? Where is it heading to? Where is it coming from? And all of that jazz. So again, sales orders are really, really important if you have an inventory-based business and you have a business that is focused on delivering product to customers. So this has been a video on how to add sales orders, and we hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and we'd love to address those with you. Take care.